My makeup collection is huge, and trying to narrow down any makeup products into a list, this was hard, but let's do it. Hey beauties, and welcome back. It's me, Lydia Marie. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to November, y'all. We are at the end of the year, Q4, and we are winding down 2024. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you my top makeup products that I have used and loved throughout the year. Originally, I was trying to wait till December to do this, but I was like, you know, between now and December, I don't think it's going to be anything that I have purchased or will use that is just going to blow these out of the water. These are the products that I found myself reaching for over and over again throughout the year. And during the video, you're going to see a side by side as I'm talking about the products of me applying this face using the favorite products that I have been loving for this entire year, from primers to foundations to setting sprays, the whole gamut. So if you would like to see my top makeup products for 2024, I hope that you would keep watching. If you're new here, hi, my name is Lydia Marie. Welcome to the channel. I mainly do beauty content for women over 40, but all are welcome to join the beauty family. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and let's go ahead and get into my favorite makeup products for 2024. Starting off with primers, I have one from the drugstore and one from the high-end brand. This is NARS Light Reflecting Hydrating Serum Primer. I like this a lot, mainly because it is so hydrating, but it does have the light reflecting properties in it. You guys know I have dry skin, so I like to use something that adds moisture and that's still going to give me a nice hold with my makeup, and I think the NARS does this really, really well. For the drugstore, I have been loving this $10 primer from CoverGirl. This is the CoverGirl True Blend Skin Enhancer, and this is in the Velvet Blur variety. It's about $10 at Target, but this is really good for filling in any pores, and it has a nice silky texture that just lays my makeup down so smooth. So these two will be my top primers for the year. So you got a little variety, $10 and like 30 some dollars from NARS. Now foundations, y'all know foundation is my love language. I love complexion products. I love trying new foundations and new concealers, but for me, my top dog this year has to go to my About Face, the Perfector Skin Performer Foundation. This is so good, so much so that I bought two. I have one for my winter shade, one for my summer shade, but mixing the two right now to give me the perfect complexion for this time of year. This foundation blends like a dream. It wears all day. It gives you a nice medium buildable coverage. You can build it up to full, but it just looks like your skin but better. And when I blend it out, it's just so seamless. It doesn't activate my skin at all, and I love how the packaging is. It's like this hard plastic, but the doe foot applicator, it has won me over. Honorable mention for my foundations has to go to my NARS Light Reflecting. I've been wearing this out. I really love this for my dry skin girls. This is my favorite high-end foundation. And then secondly is my Makeup Forever HD Hydra Skin as a Hydra Glow. HD Skin Hydra Glow. As I've said before, I was not able to wear Makeup Forever foundations for a long time because they were so mattifying, but then they came out this summer with this HD Skin Hydra Glow, and it is just a perfect radiant finish, medium to full coverage foundation. The last time I counted my concealers, I think I was up to about 28 or 30. That's a lot of concealer. So to narrow it down to my favorite one, I had to think, which one have I been reaching for the most? What gives me the most coverage and is still very wearable? And for me, that is my Bobbi Brown Skin Full Coverage Foundation. I got this, I want to say, in the spring sale of Sephora sale or either last November, one of the two. But I have two shades, and this is the one that I reach for the most, second to my Anastasia Magic Touch concealer in my House Labs. But this one for me won because it does so much. It's full coverage, it feels like skin, it applies really well, very silky, and it just covers like a dream. Second runner up is my Estee Lauder Double Wear. This is fairly new to my collection, but I really like this concealer. concealer. It is so smooth, so silky, but it's the double wear line, so it's going to cover everything, every blemish, every sin, whatever. This concealer is going to get it done, but it's not going to feel heavy or cakey. So for these two are my full coverage bays this year, and I'm going to give the top spot to my Bobbi Brown full coverage concealer. As far as loose powders go, I was going to say the Danessa Myricks pink powder, but I haven't been using that enough, and I don't use it with every makeup application. So I went with the Huda Beauty, the loose setting powder in the shade Peach Pie. I have the small one, and this is really, really nice. I thought Huda might be a little too matte for like my mature under eyes, but it's not at all. It really just gives you a nice hold to your makeup, and as you can see in the video, I'm applying it under the concealer. Where I applied my concealer, I didn't put this right on top. I just kind of put it around the perimeter, and that gave me a nice blurring action underneath my eyes, and it doesn't change the color of my concealer. It's just a really nice loose setting powder. Next up for my under eye setting powders, this is an oldie but goodie, but it's my Maybelline Fit Me, and this year I started using a brighter shade under my eye, and I've really been enjoying that. But for loose powder this year, it's got to go to Huda Beauty. I am so glad that eyeshadow, the girls are releasing eyeshadow palettes, but the one that I have been reaching for, because I love eyeshadow, okay? I never go without it. I absolutely love doing eyeshadow looks, but my Juvia's Place coffee shop, this is the one that I go to over and over and over again. This is a $25 palette, but it performs like it's high end. It has so many neutral shades in it, and this is something I feel like would be beginner friendly, especially for a brown skin girl, because the colors are super flattering. You have some cool tones, you have some shimmers, you have the chocolate browns, the light browns. I really like this coffee shop palette. This has been my #1 throughout the year. I just keep reaching for it. I have about 50 eyeshadow palettes, but this one has been my favorite this year, and I'm looking forward to trying some of the new ones that I got and pulling out some of the oldies but goodies. But for my everyday looks, I'm going with the coffee shop palette. No surprise that my favorite blush of the year is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Blushes. I mean, I think I have all but 2 colors, and you can see that I mixed and matched them here in this look because they're so blendable, so pigmented. A drop of these goes a long way, but these have been my favorite blushes this entire year. I do believe e.l.f. released these somewhere around February, so right about the winter time, and they just went viral, but they are totally worth the hype. They're so affordable. They're only $7 no matter where you buy them. $7, and there is a shade for every single skin tone. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I have seen my chocolate girlies using these, the bright orange colors, the berry ones. The hot pink is a gorgeous shade on brown skin. So e.l.f. has just really won my heart over with these liquid blushes. These are my favorite blushes for the entire year. I will continue to use them because look at the material, like, come on. My favorite bronzer of the year is going to go to another drugstore favorite, and that is from Milani. This is the Milani Cream Cheek Kiss Blushes, Cream Cheek Kiss Blushes, and this one is in the shade Spicy Season. I also have another one back there that's a hair lighter than this one called Spill the Tea or Spilling Tea, but this one is so nice, so creamy, and it's a nice compact form. I've been using these out this year, and I picked these up when they released them. Really been enjoying this. For my high end, I've been loving the Say Dew Glow bronzer. This is more of a liquidy bronzer, but it's so nice and dewy. It has that nice large doe foot applicator. You can get this at Sephora as well. These you can be finding at the drugstore for $11. I think these are like $25. Still very affordable for the amount of product that you get. I love both of these because though they do blend very easily, they don't pick up. They stay where they are. They blend out beautifully. Just a nice gorgeous bronzer for both of these. If you want a nice cream bronzer option, you have 2 right here. The best brow product that I have used this year is my Got To Be Glue. This is the brow holding gel. You guys know I have naturally thin brows, but they get a little bit unruly. So I like to put this Got To Be Glued on the top portion of my brow and just kind of brush it up. And then I go over it with a brow pencil, which will be my Anastasia brow definer. I really like this. And I think I like this because of the point because it goes to an angle. I haven't had this very long, but it's my winner for the year because I haven't picked up any other brow pencil that I had since I got this one. But this is my go-to gel. You can find this at Target, very inexpensive, and you can find a mini pencil either at Ulta or Sephora for Anastasia Beverly Hills. You know they're the GOAT when it comes to brows anyway. And I don't have a lot of brows, but I like them to look pulled together, and these two products have done it for me. So you'll notice that I did not have a favorite powder. You did not see me use the powder because you already know what it is. It's the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. It will continue to be the Sephora Micro Smooth Powder. We can just move on, child, because nobody is topping that right now for me. But I have pulled out my Laura Mercier Ultra Blur powder. This is a pressed powder version of their iconic loose powder. I would say this is a nice runner-up to the Sephora powder because it is very finely milled, and you can use this under your eyes. So you can barely see that because it's translucent honey. So you can use this under your eyes to set if you are someone who prefers the neatness and the compact of a pressed powder. It's just as lightweight as the loose powder. They come in the shades honey, translucent, and I think they have it in rose or pink one right now. But I would say this is a runner-up to my Sephora Micro Smooth powder. But that Micro Smooth powder, that's the holy grail. End of story. For my lip liner collection this year, to me, no one is topping either the e.l.f. Cream Glide liners, which are $2, and the Maybelline Lifter liners. These are giving the Fenty liners a run for their money. They are the very same consistency. They last just as long, but they are a fraction of the price. And when I put this on, they don't budge. They're very creamy. They blend out really, really well. All of them are pigmented. So once you apply this and you blend it out, it's not going anywhere on your lips, and I just adore them. I want to find the chocolate shade in the Maybelline Lifter liners, but I did get the super dark chocolate shade in the e.l.f. Cream Glide liners. These are $2, and the dark one, I think it's called Cocoa, and that is a direct dupe for MAC Chestnut. And these are $2. MAC Chestnut is $26. I'm just saying, drugstore lip liners have won for me this year. They just did. My favorite lipsticks this year have been the re-release of the new MacXimal Silky Matte lipsticks. I'm so glad that they went back in to some of their iconic shades like Ruby Woo, Warm Teddy, which Warm Teddy has been my favorite lipstick to wear. It's the one I pick up just to go out the house, and you can see that I have worn it down because it's not lifting up anymore. But this is the MacXimal Matte Silky lipstick. So basically MAC had all these matte lipsticks that they had in their iconic collection, and they reformulated them. They're still matte, but very much wearable. You can wear them so much easily, especially the Ruby Woo and the Warm Teddy. But this Warm Teddy, it's my jam. It's the one I reach for every single day, and it's just such a pretty color. They didn't skimp out or change the colors. They just changed the formula to make it much, much easier to wear. So if you were a fan of the MAC matte lipsticks, then I would suggest checking out the MacXimal Matte Silky lipsticks and getting the same colors, same quality, just a little bit easier to wear. Quickly want to mention the setting spray that I have been loving. Surprising to me is the e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. Power Grip Dewy Setting Spray. And I say it's a surprise because I don't like this as a holding spray. It does nothing for me in terms of holding my makeup, but it is such a good spray to use in between steps of your makeup because it gives a nice hydrating property. As you can see, you have to shake it up because it has the oil in it. So it gives you a nice hydrating feel, melts the makeup into place. It's just such a lovely spray, and it's only like $10 too. Really like this as my setting spray slash finishing spray for the year. Lastly, the best lip gloss that I have used this year, hands down, is the Lawless Forget the Filler Lip Plumping Lip Gloss. I went through the shade Velvet really fast, which is why I don't have it up here, but I've been loving the shade Maple Sugar. It's a lovely color of brown, and the applicator is just gorgeous. Highly suggest picking these up during the Sephora sale to get that discount. On their own, they retail for $27. I know, but very much worth it. They are a nice plumping gloss, very pigmented, but the plumping action is not uncomfortable to wear. It just gives like a nice soft menthol sensation, but it does a great job with filling in any lines in your lips. I absolutely love it. As a runner up to my lip gloss is my Juvia's Place, I think this is the Coffee Shop lip gloss, but this is the shade Honey Honey. I absolutely adore it. I found this by way of another YouTuber that I follow here named Ariel Ash, and she always was talking about Honey Honey gloss, and I was like, you know what, I need to try it. But it's such a gorgeous little caramel shade, great for a lipstick topper, or you can just put it on with a lip liner or on its own. This is a great runner up, but my favorite for the year is definitely the Lawless. Lastly is the mascara and eyeliner. I don't wear eyeliner a lot these days, but as you can see, I have been loving the Urban Decay 24-hour liner in the brown shade, and I think the brown shade is called Mocha, something like that. I really like that. When I do wear eyeliner on my bottom lash line, it's going to be a brown one, and that's a favorite. For mascara, I got to give it up again to another drugstore favorite. This is the Maybelline Fireworks mascara. I started wearing this summer, and this is my second tube because I go through mascara fast because I don't wear lashes. So this is a great one. For me, this is where Maybelline shines with their lip products and their mascaras. Their mascaras are iconic for a reason, and this one just gives me the good volume, the nice length. It really just does a great job with fanning my lashes out. So my top mascara for the year is the Maybelline Fireworks Lashes, which I found at Walmart. So beauties, those were my top makeup picks for my favorite products that I've used in this year, 2024. Like I said in the beginning, it may be a little bit premature to do this, but for me, not really, because I find myself reaching for the same items over and over. And I think for me, I was able to narrow it down in all of the makeup that I have, all of the makeup that I have tried this year. Those have been the favorite products for me. As per usual, I will have everything linked down below. It is still the Sephora sale going on, so I'll have the Sephora storefront link below. Some of this stuff you can find at Sephora. Either way, everything will be in the description box, so you can use your discernment on what you want to shop for or browse, whatever it is. If you've made it this far in the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would truly appreciate it. I truly appreciate you guys' support. I'm really trying to grow my channel, and I've been having a good time doing so. If you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and I will see y'all back here for my next video real soon. Bye.